Good morning, or good evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me. This is another session of Meditate with me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 a.m. And my name is Kareem. The purpose of these sessions is to have accountability for myself with my own meditation practice and lend some accountability and a bit of guidance to anyone else who needs some of that in their own meditation practice so that we can get our day started on the right foot or end it or just find ourselves needing to ground and center in the middle of it. If you've been enjoying these sessions, I would appreciate if you would like the video, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you like, let me know what you'd like to see. And if you don't like it, let me know that too. Now, the reason why we meditate is to gain control of our mind. All of the reasons we do it, all the reasons behind it all is to gain control of our mind. And I say this because ever since we're born, we are being conditioned and we are being incepted with the thoughts and the ideas of everyone else in the world and everyone else in the world who's come before us, lived before us. Everything you see was once just an idea, from a building to a tool or a vehicle or an ideology or a religion. All of these things were once just an idea that someone had. And that idea began to spread and more people believed in it. Something came into physical form in some cases. The more people believed in it, the more power this idea has. And the entire world is filled with ideas, whether ethereal or in physical form, and they affect us. The thoughts, these conscious forms, these ideas, which are forms of consciousness, begin to dictate the direction of our life. We start to take on beliefs. We start to take on other people's beliefs and thoughts and ideas. So much that it influences, it impacts our actions, our emotions, our feelings, our health, everything about us. And when we meditate, what we do is we open the door to the subconscious where all of that programming exists. And we start to filter out what we need and what we don't need. We find ourselves in lives always struggling, always trying to accomplish something, working harder. And whatever it is that we're trying to get at seems to always be out of reach for us. Whatever it is, whether it's a feeling or desire or whatever. And this is because it's our subconscious programming is in conflict with attaining or gaining this thing. And that comes from other people's feelings of self-worth that they instilled in you or that you picked up along the way, right? So what we do, we clear out that clutter in the closet of our subconscious mind. And that empowers us to have and feel the emotions and the feelings that we want, that we need to have, right? Which is where self-worth exists. The feelings that we have inside of us is what gives us our self-worth. It's our thoughts and our feelings. And if our feelings of self-worth aren't aligned with the self-worth of what an individual would have who attains the things that we are always wanting, right? We're starting with the feeling that we're good enough. We already have that feeling. Then it's always in conflict and it always eludes us. So by sifting through the subconscious, removing the things that we don't need, we don't want, that don't serve us anymore, we give ourselves control back of this software system in our mind. And now, how do we do this? We do this by relaxing the central nervous system, relaxing the body so that the mind has time to calm itself, basically to unfold like a flower. And when we do this, we start to see the thoughts in our mind. We start to experience them. A lot of things from the past come up. And this kind of puts people off from meditating sometimes because people who aren't used to meditating try And then they're like, oh, I tried meditating. All these thoughts came up and I didn't like it. Look, those thoughts are in there. Whether you choose to acknowledge them, look at them, recognize them or not. And they're affecting you so much when you're just sitting there trying to meditate. Imagine what they're doing to you when you're out throughout your day. Those things are still in there. Anything that we put aside, a problem we hide from, it only festers more and more. Right? So not looking at the things in our mind doesn't do us any good. In fact, the opposite. It's like a monster running around in there just rampaging through things. We have to have the courage to sit and sift through those things. And once we do, those things no longer affect us. In fact, we are empowered by the courage that we took to look at them, to go through those things, to confront our past traumas and our hurts. It empowers us even more when we realize, yeah, those things have been there, but they don't need to affect me. They don't need to hurt me anymore because we had the courage to look at them. So when we meditate, we try not to focus on anything. We just watch the thoughts go by like boats down a river with indifference to them. And before we meditate now, we'll do a breathing exercise just to calm the central nervous system. Hopefully you're seated on a cushion or a couch with your legs crossed, or in a chair with your feet firmly on the ground. Hands on the knees, either facing down or up, or together in the lap. Shoulders rolled back, allow the elbows to drop. Really let the chest open. Chin slightly forward, tailbone tucked under. And the head floating as if being pulled by a string, golden string from above. We'll do a brief breathing exercise known as 3 parts in breathing, 3 parts in breath. We inhale about 70% of our lung capacity into our belly, expanding the belly. Then the other 20% into the chest area, and one last little pull, whatever we can get, really up high. And we hold, and then we exhale very slowly, controlled, all through the nose. We do 3 rounds of that. Let's take a full breath before we begin. Just breathe in. And exhale. And here we go. 3 parts in breath, belly, chest, sip it in, hold, exhale through the nose. You can allow your eyes to come to a close if they haven't. Second round, inhale, belly, chest, sip it in, hold, exhale. Last round, in through the nose, chest, sip, hold, exhale through the nose. Return to a relaxed, comfortable breathing pattern. In through the nose, out through the nose. While we meditate, we'll Listen to some soft music with gentle nature sounds in the background. And if you need to see yourself, to ground yourself in the meditation practice, maybe you see yourself in the forest, near a still lagoon, sitting on a smooth rock, just sitting and being. And the eyes close. Come back gently to the body with the breath, just breathing in deeper, feeling the breath move down the spine, to the limbs, the fingertips and toes, and exhale up the spine and out the crown of the head. This is the perfect opportunity to recite your daily mantras, your affirmations, your goals. See your day, how you would like it to play out ahead of you. Even see yourself looking back from the end of the day and how you feel, the emotions that you have. Now is when the channel between the conscious and subconscious mind are open. And this is when we have the ability to recondition the mind with the subconscious programming that we want and need to have, so that we can move towards all the things that we want to achieve, do, and become. Remember that this state of peace and connection is available to you at any time. All you have to do is be still for a few moments, relax the central nervous system, and breathe. You can take this feeling that you have with you now out into the world and share it with everyone you meet, everyone you see. And just by being in a peaceful state of grace, you can share that with them. If you've enjoyed this meditation session, I'd appreciate if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with anyone who you think would benefit from a little bit of accountability in their meditation practice. And if you want to dive deeper in a more personal experience, I am hosting a retreat in Tulum, March 17th to the 21st. The information is available on my website. The link down below. Remember that you are the living, talking, breathing, feeling, experiencing manifestation of this universe. It was created for you, by you, of you, so that you could experience the fullness and richness of yourself. Every person you meet behind their eyes is a reflection of yourself looking back at you. I thank you for joining me today, for meditating with me. It's my pleasure to be here with you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 a.m. I'm wishing you a beautiful, blessed day and an amazing start to your week. I look forward to meditating with you again Wednesday morning, 6:30 a.m. Thanks for joining me.